Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 19 June 2017. I have one last video for you guys from my recent trip to Escanaba for the Bark River Grind-In June 2017. This last one I'm so glad I got to get. It was a very busy weekend, and this is going to be a not really an interview, more of a shadowing of Zoe Crist, Damascus and Zoe Crist Knives. I really had trouble hooking up with him all weekend. He is so doggone busy in his own shop. He wasn't around the grinding much. And I did see him at the banquet Saturday night. And before we left, he grabbed me and he said, "Hey Rob, when are you leaving?" I said, "Well, I'm going to leave tomorrow morning after I stop in here for a little while at Bark River and just say goodbye to everybody." And he said, "Man, can you come by the shop? I'll be in there at 7. So I did. I went and had breakfast with a couple of the Bark River crew and then headed over to Zoe's place. I planned on staying maybe an hour. I was there almost 3. And Zoe is really focused right now more on steel making than knife making. His demand for Damascus steel bars for custom makers and a couple mainstream production manufacturers has gone through the roof. So not too many new knives coming from Zoe Crist, but he is cranking out the Damascus. And in case you guys don't know, Zoe Crist, although lesser known than guys like Chad Nichols and Devin Thomas, makes a Damascus steel that is at least as good as those guys you've probably heard of. And he's an innovator, both in composition and in patterns, and does some things you probably haven't seen in the making of Damascus. So take a look. I wish I had time to follow him all the way through to finished bar, but it just wasn't there. I stayed about 2 hours later than I wanted to, but it was so worth it. And this video should give you a feel for his process of making Damascus. So enjoy it, my friends. So it's Sunday morning at Grinding Weekend. We're at Zoe Crist.
Good morning.
Knives. Morning, Zoe. How are you?
I'm doing good.
We got a bunch of layers of steel and some other material that Shella may name us. We're getting ready to make some Damascus. A process I've never seen before. We got our layers encased in a square can. It's a flux-free system. We're eliminating the oxygen with the wrap.
There we go.
There we go. made. Now Zoe's going to weld on a stub of steel so he can hold it in his tongs. Weekly college football after show. We move now to further action in the second quarter. The temperature of our forge has reached now 2333. This steel welds at about 2325. We need a little soak time, then it'll be time to start pounding. Falling off are some slag and pieces of the can.
Now I'm going to weld it the other way and make a W out of it. And then we'll stack that 3 times and then twist it.
So this die that you're putting in is going to give it some shape of a W?
No, well, I use this as a pre-distortion. So it bends the corners, and then I put it back on the press, and I push those down, and it makes the beginning of the W's. They're actually like the letter C, but then after you stack them, then you get the W's.
So right now, most of your efforts in the shop are focused on Damascus steel production, right?
Yep. A whole lot of it.
A lot of custom makers are after your stuff, aren't they?
Yep. Yeah, that's mainly who we deal with right now.
Some interesting prospects with production manufacturers on the horizon too.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to see those come to fruition, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. Pressed it 90 degrees from where we had it the first time. So it'll take all those layers which were straight, and now they're kind of like pumped up like that. So then we'll draw that out and cut it and restack it. This should be nice. Now we gotta heat that again.
I wonder how long this floor is going to last.
I know. It's 8 inches, 8.5 inches thick, so it better.
It's moving a lot.
I know.
checking for height in the roller.
Yeah. One heat to get it all done because I'm about 24 inches inside that forge, and once it grows beyond that, you can't go back in there. I mean, I can heat up half at a time, but whatever goes through that rolling mill comes in the front, comes out the back, so the whole bar has to be the same heat. You can't have, you know, part cold or whatever. So now on a reversing roller, you can, where you come in and come out, but this one just goes all the way through. So by giving it a good soak time and doing it really hot, it'll weld and tighten up anything inside. But it's moving really good.
So now your 5 pieces, which are 2, 2, and 1,
yeah, the
are going
grinder
to
likes it.
grinder.
I'm gonna move this table in. The grinder likes having them a little bit bigger. They have more magnetism.
Gotcha. So you're grinding the scale off so when you stack them they'll weld right?
Yeah. So I'm not introducing anything into the center of the billet.
back after blanket grinding, doing the final test on these 5 pieces. So these will get restacked, reforged, welded, and we'll end up with a piece of, what, 307 layers of twisted Damascus. We're not going to have time to show you the finished product, but here's a couple samples of what Zoe's been working on. These are sections of bar ready to be made into knives. Just off the Blanchard grinder with the little etch just to show the pattern. Hey Zoe, thank you for inviting me in on a Sunday morning for making some steel.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you too.
Thank you.
We probably ought to, see about getting home with our family so we
Right.
can enjoy Father's Day, huh?
Yep, that's exactly.
All right. Well, guys, it's been good bringing you along. It's good to see Zoe's shop up and running some steel, isn't it?
It was nice having you here. So.
All right. We will talk soon.
All right, take it easy. Bye.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed watching that as much as I enjoyed making this video. Hey, if any of you guys are custom knife makers and you're interested in Zoe's Damascus, I'm going to put his contact information in the description underneath this video. Also, if you're a Benchmade or a Kershaw or a Spyderco and you're interested in doing some sprint runs or limited production models in Damascus, please consider Zoe. He does great work and he would love to talk to you. That's all for this one, my friends. Grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember, the word is sharp.